Hi, my name's David. Today we're going to do number 3, 4, 5, reverse vowels of a string. And we're going to be solving this in JavaScript on LeetCode. So in this problem, we want to create a function that takes an S, and S is a string, and it wants us to return a new string where all the vowels are reversed, A, E, I, O, U, and they can appear in both cases as well. So for example, in this problem, for this input of hello, we can see here, here's a vowel, and here's a vowel, and it's reversed, and that's what is returned. Next, we have another problem, and we can see that this E and this E is switched. They're the same, so nothing really happens. And then this E and this O get switched, and that is what we return. So how we're going to solve this is that first, we're going to have to iterate through this and see if it's a vowel. And instead of doing an if for each vowel, we can create a set and check if it's, when we iterate, the current character of the string is in the set. So create set of all of the vowels, and this is going to be lowercase and uppercase. And now we're going to have to iterate through this and then make some swaps. And string manipulation isn't as effective as array manipulation. Although if it's just one swap, the string manipulating as a string may be more efficient in terms of like space, because a string is immutable, and we're gonna have to create a whole new array. But if it's like really long, because you can see that it can go up to 3 times 10 to the 5th, and there's a lot of swaps, it's more efficient to make the swaps in an array. So we're going to convert S to an array. So this will become an array. So create word array from S. Now we will loop through. Now, so we're going to have to loop through this, but we're going to have to compare one end to another end. So we can use a pointer technique where we have a left pointer and then a right pointer and compare those and then increment them accordingly. So we can create left to 0 and then create right to word array dot length -1 to get the last index. So now we can use a while loop where inside of it, so we're going to start with the left and have the right, and then once they are equal or the left becomes greater than the right, we exit the loop. Left is greater than or equal to right. Sorry. While, so this is when it is true. So while left is always less than right. So when it is equal to or it crosses it, we exit out. Now we want to check if the current character on the left pointer is a vowel. And then if it is, then we check the right if it's a vowel. And then we're going to have to keep checking the right until we hit a vowel if it's not the first one. So we can use a while loop again. So in this case, right is greater than left. And inside of it, we check if word array right is a vowel. If it is, we do swap. We decommit the right. So if we do a swap here, our right pointer is going to move down 1. And then we want to break out of this for loop and go with our outer while loop. So we're going to start here. This is so we start here. This is about. Okay, this is about, and then we go here. Okay, this is also about. So we swap them. If this wasn't about, we'll only move down to the right side until it is, or until it's equal to each other, and then we know that it doesn't hit. And then if it's not about, we still have to decrement, right? And then if the left one is at val, we increment left. And lastly, we return word array joined as a string. Great. So here, the first step is that we create a set. So const vowels equals new set, and inside here we pass all the characters E, I, O, U, and then the caps. And then I can console log it so you can see. See, so here's what the new set is. And now we want to convert this as to an array. So const word array equals array from S. So that's how we can create an array from the string. And we can also console log that so you can see. There we go. See, hello, hello. Now we do our pointers. So let left equals 0, then let right equals word array dot length -1. And now we do a while loop while left is less than right. And we check if vowels dot has word array index left. So if this, when we iterate this left equals 0, which is this, if this is inside of the set, then we're gonna know we're gonna have to just swap. If not, we don't. So that's the syntax we can use. And now we do a while loop while right is greater than left. We check if vowels has the same thing but for the right. If it does, we have to do our steps where we make the swap. So we need to create a temp. That temp equals, and we can do that for either side. So we have a temp variable for the left side. Now we know we can replace it. We set it equal to the right side. And now the right side we can replace with the temp. And now we can decrement right and break. And then if it doesn't hit this if statement, we decrement right. And then if it doesn't hit this if statement, we increment left. And lastly, we return it joined. Great. And there we go. So the time and space complexity, since we are looping through this all, even though this is another while loop inside a while loop, it doesn't like overlap. So it's going to be O of n, where n is the length of s, and then the space complexity will be the same because we're creating, so this is a constant, no matter how long s is, this new set's constant. But to create a new array from it, that's going to take O of n. And that's how you solve this problem. Thank you so much.